Earlier this hour, we told you about the political fight in Congress over the $1 trillion infrastructure bill. Now, advocates worry about the fate of new auto safety rules that are tucked inside that measure, including one for vehicle seats. It was prompted by a CBS News investigation that revealed potential seatback dangers linked to a government safety standard that may be outdated. Kris Van Cleave has been investigating the story since 2015. He joins us now from the Capitol. Kris, that's a long time. Good morning to you.
Well, good morning, Gayle. It's been a long 6 years, and that's why we've been following this so closely. Of course, that infrastructure bill will begin being considered by the House later today, and tucked inside of it, along with the tens of billions of dollars for things like roads and bridges, airports and waterways, are a host of auto safety initiatives, including one inspired by our 6-year-long CBS News investigation. It aims to change a regulation that safety advocates say is dangerously outdated and causing some crashes to turn deadly. Crash tests like this one are an open secret among car makers. Our CBS News investigation found it's been known for decades. When hit from behind, the front seats in all types of passenger vehicles can collapse, launching occupants into the back seat. The injuries can be catastrophic, something the Fraser family lives every day. How has life changed?
In every way, yes.
In every way. It's like BC and AD. Like there's a definitiveness of we talk about our life before and after because there's no comparison.
Jaden Faith was a 12-year-old full of motion, a competitive dancer, and an 8-time state champion gymnast. But on Thanksgiving 2016, everything changed. The family was driving home from serving meals to the homeless when their car was rear-ended.
When it happened, it was like a bomb went off. Something's wrong, very wrong, because she was just slumped and convulsing.
She died on the side of the road. The paramedics put her into an ambulance. They said with no light in her eyes, she was gone.
But somehow, J-Faye, as her parents call her, survived, despite a 360-degree skull fracture.
Are you ready?
And a life-changing traumatic brain injury, leaving her unable to walk or speak. What do you miss? Is there something you miss most? Probably hearing her voice, I would imagine, would be.
Yes.
That's my number one.
Yeah.
But you've got lots, you know.
I miss seeing her dance.
The Frasers are not alone. We've identified dozens of families that know their pain all too well. While regulators acknowledge these types of crashes are underreported, safety advocates estimate at least 50 people a year, mostly children in the back seat, die from them. But the seats all meet or exceed federal safety standards set by a regulation dating back to the 1960s. One we proved even a banquet chair can pass.
200. I really do feel that the time is now.
New York Congresswoman Kathleen Rice learned of the issue from our investigation and led the effort in the House to fix the problem.
I think that credit should be given to CBS for you to identify this issue.
Inside the infrastructure bill is language requiring the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration to draft a new updated strength standard for vehicle seats within 2 years, but requires the approval of the Secretary of Transportation before it can be implemented.
This is a fix that's going to happen. The car manufacturers know it, and we're going to get it done.
But progressive Democrats are now threatening to join House Republicans and vote down the infrastructure bill unless the president's $3.5 trillion Budget Act passes first. They argue infrastructure alone fails to address the needs of the nation. The political wrangling has this potentially life-saving reform hanging in the balance. What do you say to the Washington politicians?
The longer that you guys wait, you're just adding to the list of people just like us, letting children and adults die in these rear-end car wrecks, and it's unnecessary.
Safety advocates would have liked to seen stronger language that just mandated changing the regulation instead of also having the Secretary of Transportation have to approve it. The Frasers say any movement to action now is better than waiting for a perfect plan. It has been nearly exactly 6 years since our first piece on this ran in October of 2015. In that time, a conservative estimate is at least 300 people have died in these crashes, most likely children. Tony?
So, Kris, it's an incredible report, and it seems like a simple fix would save a lot of lives and also a lot of heartache for families like the one you just showed us. Thank you very much.